मैं साइकिलिंग करता हूँ, मैं योगा करता हूँ, मैं हॉट योगा करता हूँ, मैं फंक्शनल करता हूँ, जब जो मौका मिले कर लेता हूँ।
This is Anil Kapoor, and if you thought he looks like this because he's rich, celebrity, or just lucky, then you're wrong and this video is not for you. About 80% of visible skin aging is directly linked to your habits, which we are going to talk about in this video. There are a lot of factors that can make you age faster. But if you understand well, that can make you look younger, can make your skin look youthful, and it can also make a difference in your health. So today in this video, we're going to talk about 10 things to avoid to look 10 years younger, and I will also be sharing things to do that can help you achieve that youthful glow and skin to make you look younger. I want you all to look at this as a complete roadmap to anti-aging, to always look youthful and to have that young and radiant skin. To begin with, let's understand what actually causes aging. So there are multiple factors that causes aging, but before that we need to understand the concept of collagen and elasticity. So collagen and elasticity is basically one of the largest organ of your body. That is exactly what your skin is made of, and this is exactly what actually decides the aging in your body. So collagen and elasticity is the framework that keeps it all together. When there is a reduction in the quantity of the collagen and the elasticity of it, it starts causing sagging of skin, wrinkles, and there is a process of wear and tear that happens in our body at every particular age, especially after 30. And after 30, your body starts wearing and tearing down more, and the rebuilding of this particular tissue is lesser. When this happens, even the water content in your skin starts reducing, so the proportion and the health of collagen and elastin on your skin is very important. At the same time, there is something called as oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is something that we all are battling on day-to-day basis. So basically, the pollution that we are exposed to, the kind of food that we eat, we are not getting pure food on day-to-day basis. So every impure thing that you either put in your body or you're exposed to externally is going to cause oxidative stress in your body. And whenever there is oxidative stress in your body, there is oxidative stress in your cells. And what this makes happen is it starts tearing down and wearing down your collagen cells. So basically the collagen bonds of each cell is going to start becoming more loose with this. And when that starts happening, you start noticing very loose and sagging skin. And to balance this oxidative stress, we are going to talk about how to include antioxidants in your diet in the later part of this video. But oxidative stress is something that is an important contributing factor to the aging and to the health of this collagen and elasticity. Now, third factor that affects your skin and your aging is inflammation. For aging, we are going to talk about inflammation and inflammation of your gut. Your gut is your second brain. And when there is inflammation in your gut, there is inflammation in your body, because everything that comes in your body always has to pass through your gut. So whenever you're not eating right, whenever you're not sleeping well, whenever there is a hormonal imbalance, it starts affecting your gut health. And when your gut health is disturbed, the blood and the nutrients that come in your blood starts getting affected, and then this impure blood, or blood with a lot of inflammatory factors, when that starts coming and rotating over your body, throughout your body, it causes inflammation in the body. Also, inflammation is triggered by your stress. So your stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline hormones, and especially when you're always triggered by constant stress, lack of sleep, lack of exercise, all these things also cause inflammation in your body. And all these things together starts affecting the quality of your collagen and elastin, and that together starts causing aging. It starts accelerating aging. Now let's talk about the 10 things that you need to avoid if you always want to look younger. First and the most important is sugar and refined carbs. Sugar and refined carbs in any form, for example, white sugar, jaggery, honey, even dates, for example, even refined carbs such as your breads, maida, gluten, wheat, all these things, if consumed in a large quantity, they actually break down your skin collagen and they make you lose its elasticity. When you consume sugar, especially refined sugar, it makes this product that is called as advanced glycation end products, that is called as AGEs. These AGEs actually damage the collagen and elasticity, and you lose the elasticity, and that younger looking skin on your face and on your body, and your overall skin starts becoming loose and saggy, and you can actually see the aging on your face. Now, a lot of patients and a lot of people tell me that, you know what, how can we not function without sugar? Isn't glucose the basic need of our body? And for everybody who thinks like this, I want to tell you that every food that you're eating has some amount of carb in it. Even if you're eating protein, it has some carb in it. So there is no food item in this world which does not have carbohydrates, especially that can be converted into glucose in your body. So if you think you're not eating sugar at all, that never works. Even if I'm having dry fruits for breakfast, even if I'm having eggs for breakfast, it does have 6 grams of sugar that is going to be converted into glucose in my body. So there is no such food that is zero sugar at all, until and unless it's an artificial sweetener. So you are getting the carbs that you need, you are getting the sugar that you need, and you're not depriving your body out of any glucose. You do have it in high protein foods as well, in your vegetables as well, in your fruits as well. So you don't have to have sugar at all, and your body will not miss out on anything. Now the next problem that happens with sugar is people get this brain fog when they don't have sugar, or they get this headache when they don't have sugar. That is because human body is actually slave of its habits. So you need to first break that habit, and it takes about 10 to 15 days to make that metabolic switch and let your body get used to the complex form of sugar. Because when your body is used to simple sugar, your body is used to just having the sugar spike instantly. To make that switch, to let your body know that whatever I have eaten, it will take about 10 to 15 minutes for the blood sugar to rise. And training your body for that takes a certain while. But this is something that you must try for your body, whether you're in your 30s or in your 40s or in your 50s. It is one of the most important switch that you need to make. Now, when we talk about sugar, we need to know how much sugar is allowed. So ideally, women should limit their sugar intake up to 6 teaspoons a day, and men should limit it up to 9 teaspoons a day. But any normal average person exceeds this limit by 2 to 3 times normally. So I would always suggest that you avoid consume sugar altogether. You're not missing out on anything with your normal diet. At the same time, excess sugar also contributes to inflammation, to your blood sugar spikes, and that also adds to the aging. So this is an important factor when we talk about consuming sugar in excess. And also, when you're trying to go low sugar, be aware of food products which misguide you by saying low sugar or no added sugar, which means they actually have hidden sugars in it, they have preservatives in it. Even artificial sweeteners cause a lot of inflammation and accelerated inflammation, which adds to your aging. So sugar-free products are not good, added sugar products are not good. It is completely important to go natural, go sugar-free, and consume whole fruits instead of fruit juices. Consuming sugar-free or infused water, that is best for your health and that is best for your aging. Now the second thing that is going to make you age faster is trans fats or highly processed fats. Trans fats, which are also known as partially hydrogenated oils, they actually increase your LDLs, which are your bad cholesterol, and they reduce your HDLs, which are your good cholesterol. This ends up affecting your heart, and it also causes a lot of inflammation in your body, and this inflammation actually starts affecting your skin, and it accelerates aging throughout your body. So World Health Organization, that is WHO, it estimates that reducing the consumption of these trans fats could avoid 500,000 incidences of heart issues and heart diseases in the world. So it is very important for you to completely stay away from these processed oils, seed oils, hydrogenated oils, and also trans fats. At the same time, you need good fats in your diet. By good fats, we're talking about monounsaturated fats and polyunsaturated fats. And these are found in your nuts, in seeds, in coconut oil, in ghee. So stop having processed fats altogether and replace them with good, well-soaked, healthy nuts and seeds. Consume ghee, cook your food in cold pressed oils, and all of this will take care of the aging in your body for yourself and also for your family. Another major habit that accelerates skin aging is smoking. Do you know the nicotine that is found in smoking? It actually constricts your blood vessels, that reduces the oxygen supply to your overall skin, and that actually starts accelerating aging. At the same time, the toxins that are found in cigarettes, they actually break down the collagen bonds in your skin, which causes wrinkles around your eyes and around your mouth. Even if you're a passive smoker or a secondhand smoker, it also causes a lot of oxidative stress in your body and a lot of inflammation, which accelerates aging. Even if you yourself are not smoking, but you're around a person who smokes very frequently. A very important thing here is there is no safe amount of cigarettes that you can have in a day. So it is very important that if you're a smoker, you try to reduce the number of cigarettes that you can have, and eventually you completely quit smoking. There are a lot of support groups, lot of organizations which help you do that. At the same time, educating yourself and trying these little small lifestyle habits into your diet will always help you taper it down and then eventually quit smoking, because smoking is not just hazardous for your aging, but it is hazardous for your overall body, for your heart, for your liver, and also for your brain. And do you know, if you're smoking, you can look 1.5 year older for every year that you choose to smoke. So it is very important to get these things under control, because it is possible and there are lot of ways in which you can do that. On number 4, we have something that each and every one watching this video must be going through, because it is a challenge of current times, and that is chronic stress or poor stress management. Now let's all face it, we all are exposed to stressful times, we all are exposed to so many triggers. At the same time, there are so many challenges, and there is social media, and then you have to work, and there are so many confusions when, you know, even if you have to make your dietary choices, there are very small stress triggers that happen on a day-to-day basis to everybody, and these triggers actually build up and they cause chronic stress in your body. And chronic stress basically starts triggering your body to increase more and more cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and this cortisol completely shifts your metabolic system. Your body goes in preservation mode, which is not good, because this is going to affect and disrupt your hormonal balance also, and this eventually starts causing aging. You can see wrinkles on the face, you can see a dull complexion, you can see lack of energy, low energy. At the same time, there will be low performance. So just stress itself can completely disrupt the balance in your body, hormonally, metabolically, and this starts reflecting into aging. So it is very important that you recognize that your body is under stress, whether it's smaller stress or stress at a larger level or a deeper level, and you include activities like yoga, exercising, meditation, gratitude practice, affirmation. Make sure this is a part of your day-to-day routine. You can try journaling, even that gives you a very nice emotional outlet. Make sure you spend time with friends, family, you head out, get some nature time. All these things will help you fix your cortisol, it will help you fix your stress levels, and eventually this will also help you age slowly and age gracefully. On number 5, we have the most well-proven thing or a habit that promotes anti-aging, and that is sleep. Somehow in our culture, sleeping less or sleeping for lesser hours has always been glorified. You know, parents tell their children, you know, we used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. No matter at what time you sleep, you have to get up early. No matter what happens, you have to get up early and study. And somehow all this glorification completely ignore the fact of the stress that lack of sleep puts on our body and the aging. This oxidative stress is going to damage your skin. Sleep is the only recovery mechanism of your body. And if your body is not going to recover well, it is not going to perform well, it is not going to function well. And at the same time, when you're sleeping, there is something that is happening at a minute and a micro level, that is your collagen repair. We spoke about collagen breakdown and collagen repair. The repair process actually happens when you're sleeping, and that is one thing that we all are ignoring. And do you know that studies have shown that somebody who sleeps less than 7 hours actually showed more and higher chances of aging and higher evidences of aging compared to a person who slept for 8 hours. So there have been clear studies and clear evidences of this. I request you all to make sure that you're sleeping for at least 7.5 to 8 hours every single day. And you can do that by having a fixed sleeping routine. So sleep at the right time, at a fixed time, no gadgets, no TV, no Netflix, nothing 30 minutes before sleeping. Try to sleep in a colder room. Try to create the right ambience. Try to sleep in a darker room. Listen to sleep meditations. Listen to sleep music. All of this make sure and help you get a good quality sleep. If you're somebody who is having sleep issues or there's a lot of overthinking, which is a challenge of current time, you can take supplements like magnesium or include magnesium rich foods in your diet. All of these things actually make sure that you get a good quality sleep, and make sure that you do this on a consistent basis. Sleeping for one day doesn't help you at all, so you have to consistently make sure that you're sleeping between 7 to 8 hours every single day, and you will notice a difference with the way your skin responds, the way your dark circles reduce, the way the glow that you get on your skin. All these things are very well visible with just one small change, and that is sleeping well. So make sure you do this change from today onwards. Now, you must have observed very commonly with people who are chronic drinkers, or when they consume alcohol, their eyes become red, they become puffy, the skin looks very dehydrated and flushed, and there's always a lot of bloating on their face and also on their body. There's a proper puffiness that is visible. This is because alcohol is a very strong dehydrator. It is going to dehydrate not just your skin and your body, but also your internal organs, which are very important. And your body is made of 80% water, so that is the amount of hydration that is required for normal functioning of your body. But alcohol is going to completely dehydrate your body, and there is no safe amount of alcohol that can be consumed. If you are someone who consumes alcohol chronically, this is also going to keep increasing inflammation in your body and thus causing aging. Plus, it is going to addedly cause dehydration in your body. So it is very important that you slowly reduce it, and at the same time you eventually quit it. And a lot of people think that consuming a lot of water or a lot of hydrating things before and after helps. It might not help if you're a chronic drinker and if you're a frequent alcohol drinker. So it is very important that you try to quit it altogether, or once in 2 months, 3 months is still something that your body can take some time to recover from it and revive it. But ideally you should be able to go without it, and make sure you do that, because that is always going to add to your anti-aging. Because with every alcoholic drink, it is going to cut down your collagen, and it is going to affect the elasticity of your skin, and it is going to accelerate your aging. So this is one habit that you must avoid. On number 7, we have sedentary lifestyle, mainly lack of exercise. Now, this is a problem with many women and also men who think that maybe doing household chores or just walking for about 15 to 20 minutes is enough as an exercise. But let me tell you, only walking for 15 to 20 minutes is not enough. You have to find time to do resistance training, you have to find time to do some aerobic exercises, you have to find time to do exercises at least thrice a week, which makes sure that the blood circulation to your body is happening properly. Because when you exercise, it improves the elasticity of your skin, and when it improves the elasticity of your skin, that helps you age gracefully, and that helps you age slowly. You must have observed this with many athletes and many sports people, that they always look younger than their age. Why is that? Because they have exercised so much, and they probably still exercise, that the youthfulness in their body is still maintained, and there's a good blood circulation inside their body as a result of exercise. And you know what other thing exercise does? It improves the secretion of happy hormones in your body. So it reduces the cortisol in your body, it reduces the inflammation in your body. So it's giving you an added benefit of reduction in inflammation, and both these factors together reduce aging and help you age gracefully. So here is a pro tip for homemakers who always cannot go to gym or cannot go out to work out. I would always suggest do 20 minutes of Surya Namaskar at home. That itself is a full body workout and a very good one. And then make sure that you're going for a run or a jog whenever possible, and you get some outdoor time also. Overexposure to UV rays and prolonged exposure to sun, especially now in summers when you go out for a longer period of time in sun, these UVA and UVB rays, they actually start damaging your collagen and elasticity of your skin, thus causing sagging of the skin, causing wrinkles, causing dark skin, and also sunburns in a lot of people. And this actually can result in skin cancer also. So it is very important that you avoid going out in sun, or if you are going in sun, you're making sure that you're covering your face with a cloth. At the same time, you're using sunscreen which is at least 30 SPF and above. On number 9, we have a very important factor, and that is dehydration and your water intake. Do you know that human body is made of 70% of water, and most of your skin tissue is made of collagen, elastin and water. That is literally the main ingredients of a skin. So if you are dehydrated, your skin is going to look tired, it is going to look dehydrated, it is going to have wrinkles, it is going to look dark, and it is also going to look like a very sagging skin. And all this happens just because of dehydration. Researchers have shown that even if you drink less water, up to 1 to 2%, that is going to make your skin dehydrated, and that is going to literally make your skin darker. So it is very important that you drink at least 8 cups of water, that is 2 to 2.5 liters of water every single day. And in seasons like summer and when it's too hot around, it is important that you drink your electrolytes also properly. So make sure you're drinking lemon water, or you're drinking infused water, or you're drinking coconut water. You can consume multiple versions of these infused water which has the right electrolytes, that is your sodium, chloride, potassium, because minerals are also important. So hydration along with the right electrolytes is very important. If you just keep drinking water without the right electrolytes with it, even that might dehydrate you. So it is very important that you hydrate your body in the right possible way. On number 10, we have frequent consumption of ultra processed foods. I think you all know by now how harmful it is to consume processed food, fast foods, foods that you buy in restaurants and all these fast food chains, because it damages our body, it disrupts our metabolic function, it disrupts our hormonal function, it affects our skin. There is a very simple and a very easy example that you all can also try at home. Try eating clean for a week, and then one day go out and eat outside food which is fried and which has a lot of processed form of dairy and all these things. Next day you will actually see you have a pimple on your face, or you will see that there is some abnormality with your face, or there is redness, or there is something weird going on with your skin. That is how sensitive your skin is and your body is to all these processed and junk foods, because your gut is a literal mirror of your skin. So when you consume all these processed foods and junk foods, it causes a lot of inflammation in your gut, it causes a lot of digestive issues, and all these things are going to show up on your face. Especially when you consume these trans fats, high sugary foods, candies, pizzas, burgers, bakery products, all these things are going to literally cause oxidative stress. This oxidative stress is going to damage your skin layers, it is going to make your elasticity of the skin very loose, it is going to affect the tightness of your skin, and all this is going to make you look older. So if you want to age gracefully, it is very important that you avoid and cut down junk from your diet altogether. And if you're somebody who travels frequently or who's working for late hours, you can always tweak your choices by going for healthier alternatives like fresh foods or fresh salads, or foods that are from a local restaurant which are like quickly made or freshly made, like idlis and dosas. All these things are made fresh and they are not preserved, or they are not procured from a processed material, and all this is very important. At the same time, you can always carry your dry fruits with you, makhanas with you, you can carry murmura with you, you can carry energy bars with you, you can always go for a good quality protein bar which keeps you satiated for a longer period of time. Now let's talk about something that sure shot helps you in anti-aging, and it is a well-proven practice, and that is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is magical in reducing the aging speed in your body, and it works on a very scientific basis. So let's talk about that. When you're doing intermittent fasting, it actually starts cleaning your body up. Same goes with your body and your body cell. When you're eating every 2 hours, or when you're eating 4 to 5 meals in a day, your body does not get any time to recover itself, to clean itself, and to revive itself. And when you're doing intermittent fasting, you're basically fasting for longer hours, and you're eating equal amount of food in lesser hour window. For example, if you're fasting for 16 hours, you're eating in 8-hour window. If you're fasting for 18 hours, you're eating in 6-hour window. What this does is it gives your body enough time to digest that food, to process that food, and also to revive your body and keep it ready for the next meal. Now, when you're fasting for longer hours, it does something that is called as autophagy. Autophagy is basically cleansing of your body, of your dead and decayed cells. So there is something called as macrophages which actually eat up the dead, decayed and dysfunctioning cells. And these macrophages get activated in intermittent fasted state, and this is when your body starts eating these dead and decayed cells and throwing it out of your body, and your body survives on its best performing cells. Okay, this also improves and increases the secretion of growth hormone in your body. Growth hormone also reduces aging in your body, and it improves your brain function by almost 200% when you're intermittent fasting. So growth hormone is a very important hormone for anti-aging itself. So whenever you're intermittent fasting, make sure that you're eating the right food in your eating window. A lot of people actually do intermittent fasting, and then in their eating window they'll go out and eat a pizza or eat a sandwich or eat something extremely sweet, eat cakes and pastries or even burgers. This is not going to help you, because then you're eating a lot of hydrogenated oils and sugar in your body, and then your body has to again process that. So to get the maximum effect of intermittent fasting, you also have to eat right in the eating window, but this practice itself will make sure that your body is surviving on its best cells, and it is the only cellular cleansing method in your body, and thus it is the best anti-aging practice, highly recommended by me. Now let's understand how exactly to do intermittent fasting. If you are a beginner, I would always suggest start with 12 hours. So if you're eating your last meal at 7 p.m, next day eat after 7 p.m. If you're someone who's very comfortable with this 12-hour fasting, push it to 14 hours. So if you're eating your last meal at 7, eat your next meal at around 10 a.m. Now, if you're very comfortable with 14 hours of fasting, start moving to 16 hours of fasting and eat in 8-hour window. And when you start practicing these timely restricted eating, your body starts getting used to it. This is the magic of human body. Whatever you do, it will get used to it. And that is when you can push your body to the next level. When your body gets comfortable to 16 hours, you can eventually move it to 18 hours or also 20 hours and do something that is called as 1 meal a day diet. 1 meal a day diet has also received Nobel Prize in its anti-aging benefits and other benefits that it causes to human body. But 1 meal a day diet is not sustainable to do on a day-to-day basis, because it might cause nutritional deficiencies, because eating just 1 meal in a day, you cannot eat as much as your body needs, and you might land into deficiencies. So it is very important that you do 1 meal a day diet, maybe once a week or twice a week, and other days of the week you do 16 hours or 18 hours, and that will give you the weight loss benefit of it. That will help you with anti-aging. That will also help your body's organs and cells revive itself and take care of itself. And it's a beautiful practice to always have your appetites and your portions under control, and it works beautifully. So 1 meal a day diet once or twice a week, and other days of the week you can always do 16 to 18 hours. Now let's talk about supplements for anti-aging. Supplements are highly important for anti-aging and also for wellness, because they are not medicines, they are just supplements. That is basically food in a capsule. A lot of people are scared when they eat supplements because they think they are eating medicines. But in the times that we are facing these days, no matter how healthy we eat, we cannot always fulfill the requirements of our body. So I always suggest that do a complete blood profile and take the right supplements accordingly. You need to take the right multivitamins. Make sure that you get the right amount of micronutrients that your body needs, because your body needs magnesium, zinc, the right amount of omegas, B complex, vitamin C, vitamin K. Your body needs a lot of nutrients in the right quantity. At the same time, it needs its fat soluble vitamins. So it needs vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. All these fat soluble vitamins also make sure that you age slowly and you age gracefully, because it reduces the wear and tear in your body. At the same time, there are certain anti-aging supplements also, and they are NAD supplements that are NMN. NADs are powerhouses of your body. They give energy to ATPs, and when you take it externally, your body functions even better. There is another anti-aging supplement that is called as resveratrol. It is basically an antioxidant which is found in berries. So you can also make sure that you consume berries in the right quantities. That gives you good amount of antioxidants, which balances the oxidative stress in your body. So antioxidants are a great supplement also. At the same time, you can just consume good amount of berries and fruits, which gives you the same benefit. And all these supplement support together will make sure that you are aging gracefully and you always look younger. Now let's talk about what to eat for anti-aging. So we are going to talk about the key nutrients that help you slow down the aging. To begin with, we want to talk about antioxidants because they help you balance the oxidative stress in your body. So consume a lot of fruits which are rich in vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, and also polyphenols. They help you balance out the oxidative stress in your body, and they also reduce the inflammation in your body. So make sure you're consuming good amount of fruits, vegetables, and good fats through nuts and seeds, and all these will give you the antioxidant support that you need, and it will also help you reduce inflammation in the body. Next nutrient for anti-aging is omega-3 fatty acids. You know, omega-3 fatty acids have proven in many researches that it actually improves the skin health, it improves the elasticity of the skin, at the same time it reduces aging. Where do you get omega-3 fatty acids from? You get it from chia seeds, you get it from flax seeds, you get it from walnuts, and of course you get it, if you're non-vegetarian, you get it from salmon, good quality fish, and make sure you consume them on a regular basis, and it will do very good to your skin and your overall body by reducing inflammation, and that eventually helps you age slowly and age gracefully. Next nutrient for anti-aging is of course your protein. Because do you know, proteins are building blocks of your body, and most of the structure in your body is made out of protein. And the more protein you have, the more tight your skin is, the more firm your skin is, not just on your face but on your overall body. It provides a proper structure and tone to your body. So it is very, very, very important that your diet has to be very rich in protein. How much protein you need to have? You need to have 1 gram per kg, and your protein sources are your eggs, chicken, fish. If you're vegetarian, you can consume lentils, you can consume paneer, you can consume mushroom, tofu. All these things are your go-to options for protein. And if you feel that no matter how hard you try, you're not able to fulfill protein requirement of your body, you can always go for the right protein supplement and consume it, because that always gives you that added extra protein that your body needs, because it is always more important than being in a protein deficit. A lot of people have reservations before consuming a protein powder, whether you're working out or not, but I feel you need to consume protein in the right proportion, because if you don't, your body starts aging fast and at a rapid speed. So good amount of protein is one of the most important nutrient for anti-aging. Fourth important nutrient for anti-aging is collagen rich food or collagen builders. What are collagen builders? These are food that help you synthesize more collagen in your body naturally. So your fruits, all the foods that are rich in vitamin C's like kiwis, even vitamin C supplements, all these things are going to help you build more collagen in your body. If you want to take collagen directly to improve the synthesis of collagen in your body, you can always go for collagen supplements like marine collagen. There's a lot of fish and chicken collagen also in the market. These supplements are non-vegetarian, so they are friendly for people who can consume non-veg. But if you're vegetarian, there is no veg collagen supplement. There are veg collagen builders. If you're vegetarian, you can always consume these antioxidants which help you build collagen naturally. And when you combine it with something rich in vitamin C, it helps you build collagen naturally. And the last and the most important nutrient for anti-aging is whole grain and fiber. We have spoken about how refined carbohydrates damage your skin and your collagen. So you need to switch to something called as complex carbohydrates. So now that is brown rice, that is khapli gehu, that is quinoa, ragi, jowar, bajra, all the millets, and also the lentils that you have. These are complex carbohydrates, and they are going to slowly release the blood sugar in your body, so they will not cause insulin spike, they will not cause inflammation in your body. And when you consume good amount of fiber, it improves your gut health, it increases good bacteria in your gut, it acts as a prebiotic, and it also helps you maintain your weight. So it is very important that you include complex carbohydrates through whole grains, and you include good amount of fiber in the body that improves your gut health, and all these things together will help you age slowly and age gracefully. So now we have spoken all the things that you must do and you must not do if you want to age slowly and age gracefully, and if you always want to look younger. these can be overwhelming and you might find doing all of this difficult at the same time, but try to do little bit of everything, and there is a very beautiful compounding effect of all of this, and it will always reflect positively, not just on your skin and your face, but also on your overall well-being and your lifestyle. So it is very important to try putting in effort in the right direction now when you know what you have to do and what you don't have to do, and I'm sure it will help, and baby steps always are good in the longer run. If you like this video, make sure you share it with your loved ones and whoever needs to hear about anti-aging, and like and subscribe to my channel. And always remember, it's never just a diet, it's always a lifestyle. So stay healthy, stay fit, stay grateful, and stay blessed.